It's good to be back with the Villa. Hello all, MikeRo here. Welcome to another episode of my FM19 Aston Villa save. It is the start of Season 7 and there of course has been a summer transfer window which we will get to in a minute. This year the aim has got to be to get out of the Champions League group and probably to actually mount a title challenge to Manchester United in the Premier League. To do that you need quality players and I'd like to think that we have definitely brought some in, so let's have a quick recap of what happened over the summer. As always, we'll start with the outs, and as you can tell, Ross McCrory was first out the door. Sold him to Watford at a pretty cut price deal, considering he's valued at £46.5 million. He only went to them for £36.5 million overall, but we got £26.5 million up front. The rest are all kind of based on bonuses. One that did upset me was Play-Doh, who I brought in looking to the future, and he's gone off to Arsenal, but has now been loaned out to Levante. Obviously, still a very good player prospectively, but maybe just didn't quite have it at this level. I'm not really sure he ever got in there. He came up with some big goals, but I just never going to get to play him, and it's as simple as that. And maybe going forward, he's not really the standard of player that I'm actually looking for. But now I look back at his stats, I'm thinking I made a bit of a mistake there. Even for £11 million as well, which is a bargain. This, on the other hand, was a bit of a better deal. Sergio Reguilón has moved to Brighton, but we sold him for £30 million, which I think is pretty decent. You can look at it here. He's got very solid attributes all around, but ultimately, I think we've probably made a bit of a good sale there. Then we had Rasmus Nielsen Christensen. He went off to Club Brugge. That could rise to £15.25 million, but we got £12.5 million up front. Same with Alexander Isak, another player that has never really managed to get into the squad. And then we go into the ins, and this is where I do get a little bit excited because you can tell already there's one name that sticks out. He's back, baby. Benoit Badiashile is back at Villa. The centre-back that helped us get out of the Championship and helped us survive our first year in the Premier League. He is back, and he is now not the best centre-back that we're going to have, but he is one hell of a backup to have. Obviously, we all know about this guy. Physical attributes are incredible. Mental is pretty decent, and technically is solid. He hasn't actually got that much better since he left us, so obviously United kind of been resting on their laurels a little bit. I'm hoping I'll give him a lot of game time this year. Still only 23, so a very good prospect. He's obviously only on loan. I didn't have the money to buy him. I asked, but I thought at the end it's probably not worth it because we've got another centre-back who we'll get onto later. Another guy who's come back in is Felipe Alves, who did impress me towards the end of last season. Obviously on loan from Liverpool. We're still only paying him $9k a week, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It got lots of positives, and we all know about him. Very good physically, very good mentally, and extremely good technically for a striker or a winger. So pretty happy getting him back in. One signing I did make that it seems to definitely be one for the future, depending on how long we go through the save, is Federico Dezan. Argentinian, 20 years old, and yeah, you look at his attributes here and automatically think, wow, okay, yeah, he is a wonder kid. At 20, still maybe a bit old for what I planned to do, but basically I couldn't get a work permit for him because he's not, well, I just couldn't get him one. So what I've done is I've, over the summer, set up a work permit affiliation with a team called Cracovia who are in the Polish league. So he is going to be playing with them, and hopefully it'll only take him 3 years to get a work permit. By the time he comes back, he's going to be absolutely magic. At least that's what I'm hoping. We needed some cover right back with Christensen going, so I've signed Corrado Macario, £5 million from Juventus. He's quite a good fullback. He's only 19 years old, Italian, but rallied at only £7 million. But I actually think as he can play on both sides, he's very similar to Christensen. Not quite at his level yet, but at the moment we don't really need to worry too much about that. He's got very good physical attributes. His mentals could use a bit of work. I like the fact that he's good at making decisions and he's good at tackling. The rest of it will probably come in time, but he's an exciting prospect, and really that's all you can ask for. Apparently he's playing at a Sky Bet League 1 level, so let's hope that we don't have to play him too much this year. And now we come on to the biggies. Svetozar Markovic. I mean, drink it in. I've been after this guy for about 3 summers now. Finally got him in. 24-year-old Serbian, well known on FM for being a bit of a wonder kid, and my god is he that. Physically, he's absolutely incredible. 6'1", 15s, 16s and 17s everywhere you look. Mentally very good as well. Determination of 15 is solid. Leadership of 13 is okay, but positioning, composure, concentration, anticipation, all very good. Marking of 16, which is excellent. Passing could use a little bit of work because it's only at 11. Heading of 13, again, could use a bit of work. Maybe the same with tackling, but 13, 14 at this level isn't actually that bad either. He just looks the mutt's nuts. This boy is just something special. Bought him in for £37.5 million, I want to say. £35.5 million we bought him in for from Real Betis. a very good signing indeed, but not the biggest one that we made during the summer, and I think we all know who it probably is. That's right. I pointed him out at the end of last season. I pointed him out while we were on international duty with England. Glenn Hazel has come to Villa Park, and I mean, look at him. He's an elite striker. He's absolutely rapid. He's strong. He's 6'1". He can dribble. He can finish. He's got a great first touch. He's got good technique. He's got great composure, anticipation. Maybe lacking a little bit in the flair and leadership and off the ball. His work rate could use maybe a little bit of work, but that's all going to happen while he's here. He is 4.5 star rated. He is a leading Premier League striker. Had a superb breakout year last year with West Ham, and we signed him for £67 million. He's got 55 goals in 148 appearances so far after being a new gen that started off at Fulham. He will be playing obviously as our main man this year, which means that we are absolutely stacked for striking options up front. And we're going to kick off the season off with a game against Manchester City, so this will be a good test of where we actually are and where we sit. I still think in the media predictions we are a little way off of where I want us to be. I want us to be in this top 4 bracket here, constantly challenging for the title. We're at 25-1 to win the Premier League title. Arsenal have been given better odds and they were worse than us last year, and so were Tottenham, so it's a bit disappointing, but the big 6 are still the pundits' favourite to go through. And there's been some big signings over the summer. We mentioned it in the England side, but Pellegrini has moved to Man City, which is a problem. But Glenn Hazel and Anton Unveil both could be up for the Dream Team 11. It looks like they would probably make it into the substitutes. So we've got a lot to get excited about. I'm looking forward to a good year, I think. It's worth noting quickly about all the teams that went down last year. Norwich, Leicester and Brentford all went down last year. And from the Championship come Newcastle, Derby and QPR. So a few teams that we haven't actually seen in there yet. QPR haven't been into the Premier League yet, but they've finally made their way up there. Newcastle and Derby obviously we're very familiar with. Without further ado then, let's crack into it. I'm really looking forward to this season. This is the season where I think we make our statement. We now have an elite player up front to partner an elite midfielder in Anton Unveil. I'm very, very excited. City have already got their campaign underway. Well, obviously with some Europa League qualifiers. They've got 2 wins and a draw out of that. Looks like they beat Fenerbahce. But actually our record against them isn't too bad in this save. We've beaten them 3 times, they've beaten us 3 times, and we've drawn twice. So very even Stevens so far. Now as you can see here, this will be our normal starting lineup. Christensen's in goal, Fila, Rudiger, Markovic and James Bree make up the back 4. Vile, Goretzka in the midfield with Maria, Navarro and Gaitan in behind Hazel. The team is beginning to take a bit of shape. There are positions that I still want to sort out, but with the amount of money now I have to spend to get players that are actually going to improve what we have, it's difficult. It's not going to be able to be done in one summer. Like James Bree, great as he is, I would like to get in another right back, a top quality right back, and I also feel that we need a bit more quality maybe in this midfield region here. Either way though, I'm looking forward to this. I've got a really good feeling that we're gonna put a good result in and start the season off on a high. And let's see who they've got. Pellegrini is going to make his debut up front. They've got a player called Geordie here in the middle. Well, he looks pretty decent. Where was he from? From Villarreal originally. He looks very good. World-class midfielder. Someone needs to watch out for. He's only 21 as well. That's a bit scary. We've got Kovacic, Kevin De Bruyne, Max Aarons, and Babu, Laporta. Wow, how good Mbabu is on it. Yeah, no, he's pretty decent. Playing as a centre-back. Interesting. I'm incredibly excited to see Glenn Hazel now in the flesh doing this. I'm going to passionately say to the boys, I expect you to win tonight. Glenn Hazel's looking stressed. Now he's not. Good man, Glenn. Come on, mate. I believe in you. Don't have a really bad reaction already, mate. There's no need for that. Go watch out for Sane and De Bruyne probably more than anyone. Januzaj has a habit of being very good on this game against me as well. But we won't worry about that for the time being. All we need to do is come away from Villa Park with 3 points. Let's send out a statement of intent. Navarro. Oh, here we go. Pellegrini's on the ball. We got to tackle them, boys. Come on, someone. Januzaj, they're very good on the counter of City. Januzaj to Kevin De Bruyne. Tees up Leroy Sane. Hits the post. And a great tackle there by James Bree. Well done, mate. But that was danger signs already. And we might be on the break here as Navarro gets hold of the ball. Got to find Glenn here. Glenn's got so much room. He plays it. Hazel's in for his first goal for Villa. No, he doesn't. He hits it straight at Edison. It's a decent save, but not the best shot in the world. That's a bit disappointing. We've already had about 2 or 3 highlights of the Porter finds Jordi, and he's not going to give the ball away. De Bruyne to Sane. Sane now running at the defence. Good tackle by Goret. That is so unlucky. Pellegrini's through. Christensen made a great original save. and then couldn't keep out the rebound. It's his second goal of the season, his second goal for City, and I'm feeling a little hard done by there because Goretzka put in a wonderful tackle here. We'll see it. Sane tried to run through. Goretzka put in a great tackle. Rudiger gets caught on his heels a little bit. Christensen makes... Oh, that is one hell of a save from Christensen to start with, and he's unlucky. It falls back to Pellegrini. That's a bit nonsense, isn't it? Isn't it really? Come on. Feeling out on the ball to Anthony and Vile. Vile into Leon Goretzka. Goretzka hits it just over the bar. Come on, Leon. We've responded quite well since going behind, but it's a bit disappointing. Pellegrini's so good, and it's just I don't have that kind of money to go off and buy someone like Pellegrini. I can't remember how much did City buy him for. £130 million City bought Pellegrini for. I mean, I don't. Just look at the stat. Look at those attributes. It's disgusting. City clear now. Januzaj on the ball. They just keep catching us on the counter. Markovic can't beat Pellegrini to a header. Pellegrini hits it just wide. He's causing absolute havoc. 1-0 City at half time. It's been a very good encounter. We are really unlucky to be behind. I'm going to say certainly though, I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. It's not their fault, in all fairness. They haven't done too much wrong. I just don't like the fact that we haven't really troubled the keeper that much. That's my irritation, is that Ederson's had to make 2 quite good saves. Other than that, we've not really done a lot. Gaitan to Hazel. Glenn Hazel, good ball there. Gaitan into Navarro, he hits it, unlucky. Goretzka to Navarro. Soften the big man for the occasion. Gaitan hits it. Oh, piss off, will you? Markovic misses his header. Pellegrini, great save by Christensen, but we are all over the place at the back. Gaitan over a free kick. Come on, boys. I can sense us getting something out of this, but we just keep... they just keep hitting us on the counter. Kevin De Bruyne finds Sane. This has got 2-0 written all over it. Sane to Januzaj. We've just been done by counter-attacking. Welcome back. Welcome back. Nothing's changed. Just get away, you're making me feel sick. Play Maria on the ball. Finds Hazel, who is actually playing, by the way. Chilwell to Navarro. Please, Robert. He starts as he means to go on. Robert Navarro with a wonderful finish. It's his first goal of the season, obviously, because it's the first game we've played. A wonderful finish. Get in. Good take by Hazel here. He dinks a decent ball in. No one really there. Chilwell, it's a poor header, but Navarro doesn't make any mistake there. Smashes it past Ederson. We're back in it. Well done. Come on. Bree to Vile. Finds Navarro. Lovely, quick, flowing passing here at the moment. Gaitan back to Vile. Come on, mate. It's got to be a good ball. Vile to Goretzka. To Robert Navarro. Navarro to Pelé Maria. Pelé Maria. Oh, he bends it just over the bar. Unlucky Pelé on his wrong foot there. It's been a debut to forget for Glenn Hazel. Let's be fair here. He's only playing it at 6.4. So you, sir, have pissed me right off. Jack Lancaster comes on. So often the man. And Pelé Maria's going to come off. On comes Felipe Alves on that left wing as well. Rudiger out to Alves. Come on, boys. We can do this. Alves. Great run here. Alves. Slips in Jack Lancaster. Jack! Oh! What a save that is from Ederson. Just over 50 minutes to go. I'm going to take Leon Goretzka off. I'm going to bring on Jerry Tossum. And we're going to swap him with Navarro. Navarro's going to be playing the advanced playmaker role in behind. Come on, boys, please. We deserve so much more out of this. We've absolutely bullied City here. Come on. Fila to Vile. Just got to make one of these chances count. Navarro in the deeper role now. Finds Fila to Jerry Tossum. Prone to a moment of magic is Jerry Tossum. Navarro. Vile. Great ball, great spread. James Bree. It's got to be a good ball in. It's not. Navarro! Oh, Navarro is a king! He is king of Villa Park. Tying him down to a contract was absolutely crucial. What a goal. What a player we have. He is so good. He is so good. James Bree. It falls Navarro. He doesn't even take a touch. It's a first time swing of the foot. He drills it in. No nonsense. What a goal. What a player. Navarro. Bree. Back to Navarro. Navarro. Great spread out there to Felipe Alves. Alves drifts inside. Alves hits it. He bends it. Oh, Ederson has made 3 or 4 absolute worldies today. Fuming. Another highlight. It's been one hell of a game to start the season. Gaitan on the ball now. Great spread of the play to Felipe Alves. Got him. Roast him, mate. He whips it in. Jack Lancaster, you absolute turd. I can't believe he's missed that. The highlights continue though, which makes me think there's going to be another chance here. Alves. That was such a good chance for Jack. Alves. What a run from Alves. He whips in. Jack! Oh, fuck. We're just all over them. Fila. Go on, mate. To Alves, who's been brilliant since he came on. To Vile. Toss him. Navarro. Hit it. Must be. Ederson has literally kept them in this. What a performance this is from the goalie. He's made about 4 or 5 absolutely world-class saves, and he takes the corner in his grasp. I'm fuming. He's playing at a 7.4 and he's conceded 2 goals. And there's more highlights. If City win this game, it is literally all down to Ederson. I'm absolutely fuming. Bree clears it not very far. Mendy to Lewis Cook. Don't you dare. Cook over the bar. Thank God, because if he'd scored that, I would have been fuming. This has been probably the best game, I think, of the series. It's been that good. It's been so good, and there's still time with 5 minutes of added on time, and we're just about to enter into it now. Gaitan, go on, mate, roast him. Gaitan, good ball to Alves. Alves hits it off. Oh God! Oh God! How have we not won this game? Glenn Hazel decided to actually get his shooting boots on today. We might have won this. A 2-2 draw. We absolutely bossed City, but when you look at their lineup, it's pretty impressive. I'm going to say, certainly, it was a great comeback. To be 2-0 down against City with that lineup and come back to get a point, I will take that every day of the week. I'll tell you what we'll do, because we have got the European Super Cup against Bayern Munich. What we'll do is I will play that game, and then what I might do is I might try and fit it in with the Champions League group draw, which I think is around about this time, so I can fast forward through time, and then we'll have a little bit, maybe I don't know, it'll be a rather complicated episode, but all you need to know is that we're definitely going to have one full game, and that's going to be the Super Cup against Bayern, and we will also know who is going to be in our Champions League group stage draw this year. Last time it didn't go so well, so let's hope this time it will fare a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the FM Aston Villa save, especially in this Season 7. Like I said, it's going to be a big year for us, so you don't want to miss it. Especially if that game's anything to go by. It's going to be a belter. Until I see you in the next episode for the Super Cup, stay cool.